What is going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back here with another video, and today I have a very special guest, Nick Stalworth, coming out of Siena Heights University, and he's going to be a 2022 NFL draft prospect. Obviously, COVID was supposed to help us all out, but instead he's now being delayed to the 2022 draft, supposed to be coming out this year. But getting his degree, I'm going to let him introduce himself a little bit more to the channel. But Nick, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro.
All right, dude. So, just give us a little bit of a background on you. Obviously, I know I saw your NFL Draft Diamonds report, so I got some basic facts, but most of my people don't. So, just give
Mhm.
a quick little background on yourself. Tell me about you, what you'd probably just tell to a team in an interview.
So, hi guys, I'm Nick. So I go to Siena Heights. So I play inside linebacker. I feel like I'm a versatile guy when it comes to my skill set. I feel like I can run from sideline to sideline. I feel like I'm a chess piece to any team that wants me. I feel like my skill set and what I bring to the table, I feel like most guys can't because, like I said, I'm so versatile in what I do. I feel like I can stand on nickel packages, dime packages, and I can cover people just as well as I can play the run. So that's some of my background as far as my playing style and everything.
That's awesome, man. So, now that everybody knows a little bit more about you, tell me, since you were talking about your versatility, tell me who you model yourself after so that we can get a little bit of a better picture of who Nick Stallworth is.
So I model my game as so I feel like my game because I watch a lot of guys. Like I watch a lot of guys from the past, like Ray Lewis, Luke Kuechly. I watch a lot of guys in today's game, like Fred Warner, Darius Leonard, and guys like that. But I feel like my playing style equates to like Fred Warner and a Quan Alexander or Eric Kendricks type body. Because
Okay.
I'm not the biggest guy. I'm 6 feet, 230 pounds. I'm not like your typical like 6'3", 240 guy. So I'm 6 foot 230. So I feel like that's what my playing style is like.
Nice, man. So, what? Tell me about your college and why you went to Siena, and as well as your football background, because we don't know if you've honestly been playing for that long. Because
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been playing since shoot, so I was about 7 years old. But coming out of high school, I was actually getting a lot of Division 1 looks. Like I got preferred walk-ons, or I had preferred walk-ons to Toledo and University of Central Michigan.
Mm,
And coming out, like I said, I was getting looked at by like teams in the American Conference, some Big Ten, primarily MAC,
yeah.
Division 1 double A's, but they all basically said like we love your skill set, we love your athleticism, but you're just an inch too short. And I kind of took that with me and I kind of like added that like fuel to the fire. And like long story short, I went down. I got invited to a game down in Texas, the Blu-ray All-American Ball. So we actually got to play down at AT&T Stadium, and I was playing with all these cats on the field that are like Alabama commits, Penn State, Ohio State, Baylor, you name the school, like everybody was there. UCLA, like it was crazy. And at the end of the game, I actually ended up close to 10 tackles. So I mean, I proved to myself like I deserve to be on the field with these guys, but few days later, on my flight back home, I actually got a call when I landed from Siena, and I knew that's the move I had to make in order to make everything happen. And I always heard the saying, if you're good enough, they'll find you no matter what school you go to. So, I mean, ever since I heard that saying, I mean, I had to do what I had to do, and I'm just blessed to be in this position.
That's wonderful, man. So, obviously, you say you're a very versatile player, right?
Yes, sir.
So tell me what, since you can do everything, what's your favorite style of play to play? Do you like the coverage plays? Do you like blitzing? Do you like stuff in the run? What do you like to do?
Um, if I had to choose one, I would say my coverage skills. I feel like stick out the most.
Okay.
I feel like I'm well rounded, but I feel like I like to do everything. But if I had to choose one, I feel like my coverage skills stick out the most in my game.
Okay. So are you more of a guy who can feel what's going on behind you, or do you want to get your hands on like a player, like man coverage, or you got like that zone?
I feel like I feel like I'm a zone type of guy,
Okay.
and I've always played zone
Yeah.
even ever since like high school. But if you want to put me in man, I feel like I can man up, and I feel like I can lock whoever's down in front of me, whether it's a back or a
Yeah.
slot. I feel like my foot speed And my technique, I feel like I can basically lock down whoever.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
So I already saw this on your NFL Draft Diamonds profile. Who is the best player you played against, and what made them special?
So I actually have a couple. So the best player that I played against, one of them, his name was Joe Connor. He was a running back out of Concordia University. He was actually a rival of ours, and it was a perfect combination of size and speed. Could catch out the backfield. I mean, the guy could do it all. And I mean, he was a nightmare to prepare against. Another guy was Brandon Dillon, who's actually on the active roster for the Minnesota Vikings. And I
Mm-hmm.
forgot to mention, Joe Connor actually had a small stint in the NFL. Actually, he was on the practice squad for Kansas City and Detroit, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tight end out of Marion, Brandon Dillon, he's 6'6", 250, lined up in the slot. He would line up at the number one receiver. He would line up anywhere. He was a mismatch problem.
Yeah.
And I mean, anything that was thrown within his radius, he would catch. And like I said, he was a mismatch problem, mismatch nightmare to go against, but he was a heck of a player, most definitely.
That's wonderful. So, what made you really want to, speaking of the NFL,
Mhm.
jump to the NFL rather than just like enjoying your college, enjoying playing, and then going on into like the normal work world? What really made you like say, you know what, I'm going to go in the NFL draft. I know that I'm
Mhm.
going to get selected or brought onto a team. Is there
Mhm.
anybody who told you that you're going to be a selection? Have you gotten talked to by any scouts or anything by professional teams?
So I have a couple guys that I work with back at home on my game. One name's Greg Jones. He's actually like a big brother to me. He actually played in the league with New York, Jacksonville, and Tennessee, and he was actually a CFL All-Star over in Canada.
Oh, it's nice.
And another guy, his name is Reggie Wins. He's actually a scout for I think the Toronto Argos now.
Okay.
But they were like, yeah, with your skill set, like I can definitely see you in the NFL. And it's like once I heard that from those guys, it was kind of like my world stopped for a minute. I was like, whoa, like really like, and it's one of those things where like you've been dreaming about this for so long and you've been training, you've been putting in the hours for this for so long. And to actually hear somebody who's played in the league and who's seen talent at that level say that, it was like, whoa.
Yeah,
Like
I can
so
imagine.
yeah, so like once I heard that, like I was like, yeah, like I gotta do what I gotta do now just to put myself in the best situation possible. And I'm just blessed to be around so many people to put me in the situations. Just blessed to be around such great teammates, make plays for me and things of that sort.
Yeah, nice, man.
Hmm.
So, when you were growing up, did you have a favorite team or like a couple favorite teams?
So I got to root for the hometown team, the Detroit Lions. So yeah, that's the hometown team. But my favorite team is probably the Houston Texans, even though they're in shambles right now, to
Yeah,
say the
definitely.
least. So it's rough. It's
Yeah.
rough over in Houston to say the least. So
Rough in Detroit too,
oh
obviously.
yeah, oh yeah. Hey, that's a given every year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You never know. You never know. You got draft capital coming up soon. So,
That is true. That is
you
true.
you do have a former Super Bowl playing quarterback.
That is
Losing, but playing. So,
Yeah, that
you know,
hey, so hopefully he'll turn it around. Hopefully we'll see.
definitely. I mean, I'm a Bears and Steelers guy, so
Okay.
we're a little bit rocky there, but I think we can get past that.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so obviously I know that you're gonna be grateful for whatever opportunity jumps at you at the next level.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
see a team or a certain scheme set that you really, really love at the next level that you would be like, oh, this is my perfect fit. This team is my perfect fit.
So as far as a team, as far as my versatility goes, like I said, I can play all three linebacker spots, and I forgot to mention I could also feel like I could play like a box safety as well down in the box, kind of like a Jamal Adams or like a Jeremy Chin kind of
Hmm.
player. So with that being said, if I had to choose, I would if I had to choose, I'll probably say Indianapolis because I know they give small school guys an opportunity, like especially at the linebacker spot, like Darius Leonard. I mean, he went to a small school, now he's an all pro and like like that. Like so another team, I would probably say maybe Philadelphia, maybe.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Eagles.
Yeah, if I had to choose, but
Okay.
look, I'm grateful for any whoever drafts me or whoever signs me. Look, I love it. Like I would
Oh,
love to go wherever.
oh yeah. I mean, I could see you honestly, since you are very versatile. I could see you on the Patriots. I mean, they just got a guy in the second round, of Lenore Ryan. I mean,
Right.
I'm pretty sure that they can go after
Right.
Siena Heights, right? So
Yeah.
I think that obviously that's interesting. I haven't really thought about teams that value small school players because it's like it's very like you usually just think like, oh, who would you be a good fit on, not who actually
Right.
values people who haven't played at FBS level. That's a good
Right.
point. So at the end of the day, what are your best traits that you can bring over to the NFL that if like you were to say, oh, these are my top three Madden ratings, what are they going to be?
So I feel like my best traits are my speed for sure, my sideline to sideline speed, my play recognition, and I would say my quickness, honestly, because I feel like in the box when I play, I feel like I like to make linemen miss
Okay.
rather than to like run into them, shed blocks. Even though I can do that, I feel like I do that well. I feel like it's like kind of playing like a game with them.
Okay.
So you like make a miss here, and then when they least expect it,
Yeah.
like kind of like jack them, shed them, make a play. But I feel like those would be like my three traits that I would best bring to a team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously you've been polishing over your college career,
Mm.
and everybody knows that the jump from high school to college is it's a different game.
Oh
Same thing
yeah.
with like middle school to high school, it even becomes a different game in that as well.
Oh yeah.
So tell me what was the biggest learning curve exiting high school going to college?
So the biggest learning curve was the playbook. I mean, the playbook was the big thing for me because I mean, like you said, you're going from high school to college. At this point, you're playing with grown men. The schemes are more complicated now.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things where now, I mean, the game is 90% mental, 10% physical. So I knew that I had to get in my playbook in order for me to touch the field.
Hmm.
And another thing was the speed of the game. I mean,
Oh yeah.
that's at every level you go. I mean, the game will get faster and faster and faster, but it was like one of those things where speed of the game was so fast for like the first few days, and eventually I caught up with it. But
Yeah.
the biggest thing was the playbook for sure.
Okay. So obviously you said the type of people you've been working with to be able to continue improving.
Mhm.
So what besides the mental aspect have you improved the most over even the most recent period of time?
Mhm. So I feel like I have improved my pass drops and getting in and out of my breaks a lot
Okay.
compared to what I was coming in. So I feel like that was the best thing that I've improved on overall. And another thing that I improved on was my pass rush. Even though my pass rush, I feel like is the weakest part of my game, and I've been working on it,
Okay.
especially all this past summer. I've been working on it.
Yeah.
I feel like I still need improvement, but I feel like that's another thing that I've improved tremendously on.
Oh, that's good. So what do you think needs to be improved the most on your pass rush?
I feel like my I need to keep my hands more active. I
Mm,
feel like I need to keep my hands more active because I feel like I make one or two moves as far as like keep my hands active, and I just kind of like I feel like I just kind of lock out and then just see where the quarterback's going, if he's scrambling, if he's gonna do something instead of like keeping my active hands and trying to like pursue.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you won't be able to tell, but back when I used to play football, I used to be a monster. So I played defensive end the majority of the time that I was playing, and as well as the full offensive line. So as a former defender, I was trying to get a little bit of a glimpse into the past right there. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm gonna let the floor be yours. You can just say anything that you want to end it off, but obviously, don't want to take up too much more of your time. We're all busy college students here, and obviously, I want to have you back on the show
Yes, sir. Yes,
when
sir.
things calm down, summertime, when you're practicing. We're getting closer to the
Mhm.
draft, just so we can get some more updates and stuff. Because you're a cool guy,
I
and
appreciate it.
I want to continue bringing you on because it's fun. It's fun
No,
actually
yeah,
having new faces on. So,
sure.
floor is yours to say your final words to the peeps.
Well, I thank you for having me on again. I greatly appreciate it. But for any NFL scouts, for anybody watching this, I feel like if you guys are looking for a versatile chess piece, anybody can play any of the three linebacker spots as well as a box safety, can run from sideline to sideline, staying on dime, nickel packages, can cover people. as well as stop the run. I feel like I'm the guy that you guys are looking for. And again, I'm just blessed to be in this situation. Alex, I greatly appreciate you having me on.
Of course, Nick. So I want to thank you guys all for showing up. I want to thank Nick for showing up as well. And I will see you guys on the far side. Peace.